What a wonderful day. What are these links that I had saved for before stream? Oh, somebody photoshopped this in the subreddit, which you should all subscribe to, by the way. This is a pretty impressive Photoshop, all told. Without the artifacting and the transposition onto the grass and everything. That is indeed... That is indeed a fairly convincing touch-up of me skinny, you know? That was fun. Yeah, it snowed so much in Seattle last winter. And now we're getting into fall now, you know, so winter will be coming around. This town will be able to do fit Ian snow gallivanting, you know. Not fat anymore, but still low fat. We're at 237 pounds right now. And back when I was younger, 170 pounds was the lowest I could go, and even then I didn't have visible abs, but I didn't have any muscle back then, so I feel like now I could probably... What would abs be for me? 190 pounds? Maybe? You're over 200? I'm 6'2", and generally a big guy. Yeah. How long is it taking you to get to 237? Gotta keep it all in a notepad. In mid-March, I was 280. And now I'm 237. So that would be about 5 months? About 5 months to lose about 45 pounds? That's a good rate. No, wait, that's a really good rate, actually. Yeah. 5 months for 45 pounds. That's pretty good. Use MyFitnessPal to track your weight trend. I just write the number down. I just weigh myself every couple days. And is it hard buying shoes that look good in your size? Oh my god, yes. Thankfully, now that I have money, I can get this stuff custom ordered. Or at least I can be more discerning. Vosh, please specify you are like this. People get doomer about losing weight themselves. Oh, I always lose weight and then gain weight really, really quickly. I'm capable of fluctuating with my weight pretty easily. Also, by default, I'm going to be a higher weight than a lot of other people who are my height because I'm large-framed. I just have wide shoulders and wide hips and thick feet. I just all over, so... Skinny for me might be 20 pounds heavier than a person of my height who is also skinny, you know. Do you got a dumpy? I do have a dumpy, and it's getting better, by the way. I was doing some dump ups right before stream. Honestly, 180 is like the abs weight. I can't be down at 180. Geez, can you imagine me losing, what would that be, 55 more pounds? What, I don't know, like, where? Like, where? I mean, I guess it's there. It's not impossible. It's just that's a lot of extra pounds, you know. I'd have to start taking from meat. You were so gaunt at 190 when we first started fucking. No, thank you. Yeah, well, I've got more muscle now because I work out. But yeah. Do you wear the old dick pants like a Superman cape now? Fuck, you're right. For this upcoming winter, I'm going to need. I might end up needing new. Stop looking at my dick sweatpants. From Tempest, because that was a gift from Tempest, by the way. Tempest, how tall are you again? Chat one time. I'm 6'2". I'm actually like 6'1.75", but let's not complicate things with specificity. Let's just keep it at a nice, nice and easy. 6'2". What are you gonna eat in Nashville? Whatever the fuck I want. Listen, here's what a lot of people don't understand about fitness. Okay, and I say this very confidently. If it's not fun, you're not going to succeed, okay? You need to be disciplined, but do not turn it into some kind of horrible death march where you're running yourself dry every single day. Don't do that. The more fit you are, the more you can push yourself. But if you're like just getting into a diet or you're just getting started with exercise, do not do this like it's January 1st. From now on, I'm spending an hour in the gym every day. And then in 1 month, you no longer do it at all. Do not do that, okay? Here's my recommendation to anyone who wants to start working out, by the way. Like anyone who just wants to get started with it, okay? You only need a couple of things. Here, can I just own all this up, okay? This is how you minimize burnout, okay? Because burnout is bad, all right? The first thing that you're going to need to do if you want to lose weight, get a little more fit, you know, is maintain a rough calorie count. Now, here's what I do. I do not like partition out meals for every day. I don't like hyperfixate or calculate stuff. What I do is, because I've been alive for a while, I have a general understanding of how much calories some stuff is, and I just round it to the nearest 100. That's it. When I have a coffee and bagel, for me, that's about 500 calories. Protein bar is about 300. If it's a little over, a little under, who cares? Whatever. It's not a big deal, you know? Just don't make it some big crazy thing. Don't fixate. If it's the end of the day and you've already eaten all your calories, it's not a big deal to have a little extra snack. Not a big deal. Seriously. You're not going to die, okay? Find some foods that are reasonably healthy or filling, and just stock up on those, you know? Fruit smoothies are phenomenal. Potatoes are great. So filling. You can make them delicious really, really easily. Chicken breasts are amazing if you're not vegan. Beans are phenomenal. Some soups are really good. Just have a general understanding of what stuff is, you know, fairly healthy. Rice is incredibly filling and helpful. A little high in calories, but still worth having. Protein bars. Just find a protein bar brand you like. Go to the local grocery store and buy like 4 or 5 different brands, because the taste varies massively between different brands. And just find one that works for you, you know? Some of them I find revolting, and some of them I find really good. Here's the kind that I like, by the way. Hold on. Toss a coin to your streamer. Oh, viewers plenty. I'm a big fan of these. They're a teensy bit more on the expensive side, the Pro Max bars, but each of them are 20 grams of protein, which I think is a decent amount. I'm not shilling for them or whatever. I just think they're good, you know? I like the cookies and cream flavor. Not a huge fan of the chocolate chip cookie dough flavor, but that's what I had next to me, so, you know. I'm not getting paid by them, I'm just saying. Just go to a grocery store and look around and find ones that are, you know, decent enough to taste, and go for that, okay? Just develop a habit of reaching towards foods that are a little bit better for you, okay? And guys, I want to make it clear. I still have cheat days. I don't even really think of them as cheat days. Sometimes I just feel really good that day, and I want to order out. Sometimes I just want to go to a restaurant. I don't take it that seriously, you know? As a general rule, you probably shouldn't make a habit of eating out or going to restaurants, because you're always going to accrue more calories that way. But if you just want to have a fun day, don't deprive yourself of enjoyment as a product of your attempt to get healthier. Because if you do that, you're going to feel like shit. Nothing breaks diets faster than the horrible feeling you have when you go out to eat with your friends and you don't order anything at the restaurant. Seriously. Nothing does that. You will kill any enthusiasm you have for health if you hang out with your friends and you're watching them have ice cream and get pasta or burger or whatever, and you're just sitting there with like a fruit smoothie you got at Jamba Juice or something. Don't do that, okay? Just have fun, all right? It's a gradual process, okay? And that's what you should do for the food side of things. Try to eat, if you want to lose weight, about 500 calories less than your resting metabolic rate, which you can calculate online. It varies a lot from person to person. Some people have high metabolism, some people have low metabolisms. I have a high metabolism. It was higher when I was a kid. I used to eat 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day, and that was fine for me. Seriously. When you're like 17 and you work out, you have like a very near infinite. No, seriously, yeah. I would drink a quart of milk every morning, and then it was all chicken breasts, and then I would just eat cake and just an enormous, yeah. Vermin's right though. A 500 calorie deficit isn't necessary for losing weight. You can keep it to 200 or 300. Go with what feels comfortable for you. Vosh, so you ate like 7 to 8 meals a day. I ate nonstop, literally nonstop. And I was a big boy, you know? Of course, now, I can't get away with that, but yeah. Anyway, just experiment, okay? Maybe lower it down a little bit. Here's what you should do, okay? Learn how many calories you burn in a day, and then think, how would I reach that number with some basically healthy foods? And then reach that number for a few days. And then see how it feels for you. Are you comfortable? Go down to 200 below for a few days. How does that feel? If you can comfortably maintain a 500 calorie deficit, that's a good, reasonable metric that fit people adhere to lose weight, you know? But it's okay if you want to do 4 or 3 or even 200 under. It's about maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Diets and exercises will always fail if you're not willing to make the discipline that you incorporate into your life a permanent part of your life. Does that make sense? The last thing you want to do is burn too many calories. Because if you burn too many calories, you do, well, a few things. First of all, you trick your body into thinking that you're starving, which can mean that you lock yourself out of more metabolic burn. You don't want to do that. And also, you just get really tired and shitty and in a bad mood. So don't do that, okay? If you end up eating so little that it's like ruining your fucking life, like, wow, I'm skinnier, we made it, and the whole city's on fire behind you, just, it's okay. Just take things slow. Go for it, you know? And with regard to exercise, okay? If you want to get into exercising, depending on what your goals are, and everyone should exercise, whether they're fat or skinny, whether they're dieting or not, everyone should exercise. Human beings, our bodies are built to exercise. We're supposed to. Biologically, we're designed to go, I don't know, run through forests and throw rocks at deer or something, okay? Just, we always should exercise, okay? But gym memberships are expensive and predatory, by the way. So I wouldn't recommend that necessarily. Here's something that you can do, apart from the obvious stuff, like just going on a brief walk from time to time, okay? All you really need to do to get, like, a really, really good workout is basic calisthenics, for which all you really need is one of these things. You get them for like $6. You can just get them off Amazon. They're exercise bands. That's it. Seriously. You get a 6-pack of these from light to heavy weight, and you can do an incredibly wide variety of exercises that you could legitimately get like muscular off of. Of course, if you want to get strong, you will need heavier weights. And unless you have a lot of money, that's probably something you'll need to go to a gym for. But unless you have an interest in actual rigorous athleticism, this, honestly, I used to be such a purist about heavy weightlifting. Like, the only way to get strong is to do this. It's not true, okay? Chat, what is the weird elastic band? What is it for? It's a stretchy elastic band. This is the strongest one I have, but it's a little bit weak for me now, so I might have to go a little bit further up. You can do whatever the fuck you want with this thing. Seriously. For what? It's an elastic band. Okay, okay, fine. Here are some things that you can do with it, okay? Okay, fine. Very, very good. One of the things that's nice about resistance bands, by the way, as opposed to free weights, is the opportunity for injury is incredibly low. It's an elastic band. You can't drop anything on yourself. You're working entirely with tension that your body is producing. The worst thing that can happen is that you, like, your arms snap back and your wrists clack together. I mean, it's incredibly minor potential for injury compared to everything else. But you can, like, just buy some of these and play around with it. Look, you do this? Wow, that's a shoulder exercise. Look at that. Seriously, this is difficult for my shoulders. I'm not weak. That's difficult to do. Be easier if this was one of the lighter things, but yeah, you can do that 10 times. You do that. It's an exercise. Wow. Looks like a grandma exercise. That is a product of, like, macho conditioning, okay? It's true, though. We're taught that stuff like this is like yoga moms and grandmas at calisthenics courses. You can look like a muscular body with this. It's part of this thing where, like, the only way men can get muscular is if they're pumping iron at the gym, which is sometimes expensive and time consuming. So you just get this. Seriously. It's good for you. It's really, really good for you. Just find out stuff that you can do with this, you know? Like for me, for example, I was doing workouts right before I started stream, just in the morning, waking up, you know? And I didn't have time for much because I pushed my shower off a little bit late because I was playing a game of Binding of Isaac, which I won, by the way. Got a challenge done. But there are, you can do a lot with this. But I don't want to do the exercises myself because I don't want to open myself to the scrutiny of a large audience. But, like, put this shit around your ankles. Here, no, actually, wait. No, we can do this. Okay. What you have to realize, what you have to know. Hold on. Wait. Okay, wait. I can do this. We can do general ideas here, okay? Have you ever tore one of them? Yeah, I've snapped these before. Make sure that you're using one that's appropriate for your level of strength, because otherwise you'll stretch it too far and it'll snap, and that can hurt a little bit. You're not going to kill yourself with it, but, you know. What you need to do is realize what motions your body makes, and what those do for your body. You know what I mean? So, for instance, doing this, that's shoulders. See? That's deltoids. Doing this motion, that's shoulders. You know? That right there? That's a shoulder exercise. Anytime you do anything with a resistance band that moves your arms out like that, works your shoulders, you know? Your bicep, like that. Anytime you move your arm like that, fold it out. And likewise, the tricep exercises don't necessarily work that well in this respect. But no, look at that. That's a tricep exercise. Look at that, seriously. Wait, how do we... There you go. See? That's a tricep exercise. Easy as that. Simple. Isn't that fun? The most important part of learning how to use these things or any other basic type of exercise equipment is just realizing which directions you move your body in to maximize the positive impact you have on any given muscle. You know? This guy's a great channel for bodyweight exercises, youtube.com/thebioneer. I'll take a look at them in just a second. I'm not like a workout expert or anything, you know? Oh yeah, Vermin's got a good point. You gotta learn the difference between good pain and bad pain. This is something I used to be really, really bad at. When I was 17 years old and essentially invulnerable, anything that I did while exercising, when it hurt, who cares? It's supposed to hurt. Yeah, you know, like that. But there's a big difference between good pain and bad pain. The more you exercise, the more clear that difference becomes. It is entirely possible for an exercise to hurt like shit and for it to be totally good, you know? If you're feeling the burn, if you're doing a tricep push down or a dip or a pull up and it hurts like fuck, if the pain is the rigorous muscular activity and you know that's where the pain is coming from, then you're blasting it out, you know? But there are other types of pain that are way, way, way worse, like the pain that led to me throwing out my back 6 years ago that I spent years not being able to deal with until I could afford physical therapy. If I had known the difference between good and bad types of back pain, that I wouldn't have had that happen. So you got to be careful about that, okay? Also, put these damn things around your ankles, okay? Imagine that my hands here are my feet, okay? So my arms are my legs. Are you envisioning it? Can you see it? Can you imagine it? You can see it, right? Okay? Yeah? It's like my feet. You see? Okay? You know what you gotta do? Pull your feet apart. Pull your feet apart like that. You know why? Your goddamn hip muscles. How often do you work your goddamn hip muscles? The answer is you fucking don't, you losers. Nobody does, all right? Nobody works their hip muscles, all right? Put these around your ankles, lay on your side, so you're like this, and then go like that. Amazing. Hip muscles. You feel it right here, right in your hips. Amazing stuff. Why is it that only women work those muscles? Whenever I'm at the gym, I see the machine that does that. It's only women who use it. It's a muscle group. Why didn't everyone use it? Are we that worried of looking feminine that we can't work out muscles just because they're on their hips? Because hips are like a feminine feature? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Jesus, you know? Yeah. It's just weird to me. And work out your ass, too. That's also good. It's very important. Seriously. Ass is like half of a deadlift. What about the butt muscles? There's a really easy ass exercise that you can do with these. I'm not entirely sure if I'm capable of pantomiming it with my hands, but look, here's what you need to do, okay? Can you follow through with me on this? Can you listen to me for a second? Can you take me seriously for a second? First of all, and this is the claim, all right? No matter what your gender or sex or whatever, you want a nice ass. Literally everyone wants a nice ass, okay? It's a huge muscle group. It's good for lifts. And also everyone just likes having a nice butt. Don't pretend that you don't. Come on. Don't be ridiculous, okay? If you want a good butt, all you got to do, simple as, you put this around your ankles. You following? They're around your ankles, okay? Then you lie on your back. You following? You're lying on your back. These are on your ankles, okay? So far, so good, all right? And then you have your knees up so your feet are on the ground. So head, torso, legs. Get that? You're following? Okay? These are around your ankles. We're following so far, okay? Pull your feet apart a little bit. Don't spread your knees. Just pull your feet apart a little bit and then thrust up like there's a cute girl riding you from top, all right? And you're giving the dick, all right? Do that and squeeze your butt when you're at the top of that arc and you're good. Simple as that. Seriously, do that 20 times one of these resistance bands, your ass will be screaming at you to stop. You know why? Because it fucking burns from the exercise. So pretend to be fucking someone. Well, you're mostly focusing on the glute squeeze, but who here's done the exercise? You know I'm right. Who here's done it? Come on. I'll wait for somebody who's also done this to know. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Then you confirm then this is an effective ass exercise. You know. Yep, you know. Yep. There. Working out. Easy peasy. So that's how we do it. Okay? Just develop some basic, simple habits for health and do some light exercises. With one of these things, you can do, I shit you not, a full body workout that'll make you tired, you'll be sweating, 15 minutes. If you don't have much of a time commitment, you can bring this literally anywhere. You can do it in a goddamn work break, okay? If you want to. Not saying you have to do workouts during your work break. I'm just saying that if you want to, you can. It's something you have the ability to do if you chose to. Yeah. Give it a go. Okay? $6. $6. Do you warm up beforehand for calisthenics? Nah, that is the warm up. I mean, maybe you can do stretches if you want, but I don't feel a particular need to do a warm up before something like this, you know. You can if you want. Doesn't hurt. And if, by the way, and if all of that is enjoyable to you, maybe you can up the level, up the ante, make things a little bit more hard for yourself, okay? But this is like a good way to start. Because everyone thinks like, I want to get fit, so I'm going to do the Michael Phelps workout routine or some bullshit like that, where they instantly ratchet things up to the highest possible level of performance, and then they get burnt out after a week, and then that's that, you know? You have to start simple. And starting simple, by the way, just what I've talked about here, literally just this, is enough to look like, I don't know, what's your goddamn ideal? It's enough to look like fucking Tyler Durden from Fight Club, okay? I don't know. Wasn't that like the big fitness goal that a bunch of people had for like years? This was it. I remember on like 4chan and stuff, this is what everyone would post to the fitness threads going like, yeah, this is what I want to look like. This was the case for years, okay? Years and years and years. Anyway, really that body right there that we are looking at right now is completely achievable using literally nothing but what I have talked about right now. I'm being totally serious. And if that's not your body type, that's totally fine. I'll never look like that because I am twice the size of Brad Pitt in every dimension, you know? But if you want to look like that, I'm just saying literally that this is all you need to do. You need to do it for a while and you need to do it dedicatedly, but it is completely doable just with like calisthenic bands and stuff. No, it's not, Vosh, not without core exercises. Well, do core exercises then, you goofball. Simple as that. Here's a great core exercise, okay? I love the ones that you can do quickly, all right? Here, simple. You lay on your back, hands behind your heads. You do a fucking sit-up. Actually, there is something that I like better than sit-ups, okay? And it's like a reverse crunch, you know, where you keep your back on the ground, but then you fold your legs up over you and then lay them down, fold up, lay that like here's my legs, you know. Woo, woo, woo. That's very hard to do. Do this 20 times, by the way, and unless you are a fit person, your core is going to be screaming at you, okay? This right there. Like that, it hurts. Do that 20 times, okay? And look at other bodyweight exercises. Find ones that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy an exercise, you can probably find another one that targets the same muscle group that is more fun. Don't put your hand behind your head. It leads to neck issues, trust me. Is that true? I haven't heard that. Okay, maybe don't put your hand behind your head. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Can you demonstrate? I do not understand. I'm not going to subject myself to your scrutiny, my friends. We'll do the online triathlon, okay, when we have the rippling V-shaped bod. Vosh, do you do planks? I hate planks. Here's my personal confession, okay? I do half planks where I lay on my forearm because the first thing to go whenever I do planks is my hands. My core lasts me way longer than my hand. I'm sorry, my hands just start hurting the nanosecond I start doing a plank. That's always been my whole life. That's been the case. That's how you're supposed to do planks. I was taught the full plank is when you do this, but then you like that. But then this is like the half plank. Whatever. It still works the core exercise. Well, you had that hand injury, right, Vosh? Yeah, I don't like doing that. Whatever, do it on your elbows and yeah, whatever. Planks are hard. Who's got the best plank in chat? Who's got the best plank in chat? What's the number? How many seconds? Come on. Pull it out. I see 1 minute, 10 minutes. No, 10 minutes. Come on. I can do an hour. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I don't know why I asked you guys. I don't know why I asked you guys. I don't I don't know why I asked you guys. The honest answer for me is that my record back when I was at my height of fitness was 84 seconds, which is not amazing, by the way. But I was proud of it. World record is over 4 hours. Okay. Whatever. Don't hold yourself up to those standards. Can I try to find like another fitness bot? Hold on. Hold on. Fit man. I'm just trying to I want to appropriately demonstrate that you can reach pretty impressive heights of fitness using only relatively simple exercise techniques. There will always be people out there who are trying to sell you on some insanely complicated bullshit. Like, you got to go to the gym, you have to do like 2-hour-long gym sessions every day, and you have to buy my special protein powder. And it's all total bullshit, by the way. It's complete bullshit. I'm trying to find, hold on. So there are some things here you're never, ever, ever going to be able to achieve without like, using heavier weights. Like this guy, for example. All right? I'll keep it 100 with you. This guy, you're not getting this guy with calisthenics alone, okay? This is not happening with calisthenics alone, okay? This is I have dedicated my life to fitness. Steroids? Not necessarily steroids. That's absolutely achievable with natural workout. It could be steroids, but it is achievable with natural hard work. Let me try to find a good. Let me see what the upper limit here of potential. Okay, this is where I'm going to call on it, okay? And now this is a complete guess on my part. Like, I'm not hardcore attached to this specific prescription, but I think this guy right here represents about the height of physical fitness that you can achieve without ever using like any type of weights beyond calisthenics. I think that a person who is dedicated and committed can achieve a body like this with calisthenic exercises and resistance bands. And that is a very good body. That'll put you in the like top 0.1% of people fitness wise, you know? And if you want to get bigger than that, then you'll probably have to put a little bit more effort in with the protein powder and the creatine and the bench pressing and so on. But I think around this is in the doable range, you know? If I looked like that, I'd fuck every single day of my life, but I don't have the discipline for that. Yeah, well, okay, maintaining a low body fat percentage like this requires a lot of discipline, for sure, for sure. Absolutely it does. Why are humans so weak? Our calories go to our brains. There are some very difficult calisthenic exercises like levers and one-armed pull-ups. Yeah. Oh, getting a pull-up bar is good, by the way. Guys, I can't do a pull-up. At the height of my fitness, I could do 2. I've just never been good at it, you know? Though one of these days I want to. You know who can do pull-ups? Conyer can do pull-ups. I've seen Conyer do pull-ups. I can't do pull-ups. One of these days I'll be able to do pull-ups. Now, I don't have a pull-up bar that you'd put in a door frame. I have an actual like thing in my home gym, but fundamentally, you know, it's a good workout. Yeah. Conyer can. Yeah. The great upper body workouts. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Wait, one more demonstrative. Do we have a person who's not at so low of a body fat percentage? The difficulty when you look like that is more so, I think, maintaining that body fat percentage than it is I'm trying to find an example of like whenever you have visible abs like that guy, your body fat percentage is usually somewhere in the like to 6 to 12% range. But I think it's really difficult to maintain that. I think that if you're a reasonably fit person, you can probably maintain a body fat range of between like 12 to 18% and look pretty fucking good, you know? But having visible abs all the time is pretty tough to maintain, depending on your genetics. It can vary massively depending on a lot of factors that are beyond. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, there. Thank you. Actually, that's a great demonstration. Yeah, there you go. Now, I mean, you can see that in both cases, this guy is, you know, in pretty great shape. But there's so much more at the 7.5% with regards to the muscle definition, and I've never had a body fat percentage this low. Me, 45 days after your regimen. True. His abs look a wee bit crooked, Lamau. Well, that's just genetics. Some people have. It's really weird. Some people's abs are offset vertically. Like one column of abs is like raised an inch relative to the other one. I've always thought it looks cool, by the way. I don't think any of that's like wrong or here, let me just I'm trying one more example. We're really trying to hype chat up about the potential for calisthenics-based physical fitness because it's cheap, it's easy, it's accessible, and honest to God, I think it's fun. It also doesn't take that much time, which matters a lot to me because I am so lazy. But if I can blast out a really like good, solid feeling workout in 10 or 15 minutes, then I feel great about it, you know? Literally, I just find a YouTube video that I want to watch. I go downstairs and just lay it on the ground, just listen to it, and I do the thing, and then I'm done. I get to go have food or something. How do I convince myself that fitness is fun? Well, at first, I think fitness is the most fun because you notice the progress. And then moving forward from that, it becomes fun when you start to recognize the differences between what you can do and what other people can do, or what you can do and what you used to be able to do, you know? So for me, for example, like I'll own up to this, you know. I take endless delight right now in the fact that when I'm wearing larger shirts, they don't touch my stomach anymore. That they just hang off my chest and straight down, you know? Now, I've noticed that in the mirror about 100 times by now, and it's still delightful to me. If I was capable of doing a pull-up, that would continue to delight me probably for months afterwards. When you get these like benchmarks in fitness, weight loss, exercise, strength, anything like that, it's pretty motivating and it's really, really helpful to keep it up. Another thing that I noticed when I started working out is the massive change in my the ease with which I could perform like very basic life tasks, you know? Like especially because of my back injury for a long time, like whenever I'd bend down to pick something up or like play with Artemis, like the cats they're running around because you know cats are shorter than me, I got to bend down to pick them up. Um that my back would hurt or I'd have to go like you know to like go up or whatever. But now when I wake up in bed, I can just flip out of bed. Not literally flip, but like it used to be like and I'd like get out of bed, but now I can just like I'm laying and then I just sit up and then I just whoop and I'm out of bed, you know? And that's a normal thing to be able to do as a young man, but I wasn't doing it for a long time and now I can do that and it feels great. It's like, wow, zoop. Plus your energy levels go up when you work out. What am I doing right? Oh, that's right. I was looking for another fitness. Uh one last one. Hold on. We need to celebrate the wait, hold on. How about male muscle body fat percentage? So we can get kind of that gradient. Okay, it needs to be the same guy, otherwise this is completely worthless. Some of these charts are so wrong. Okay, yeah, some of these are completely made up. Okay, I could be totally wrong on this, but I do not think the guy on the left is 18%. I do not buy that for a second, okay? I don't buy that for a second. I think some of these guys just make up percentages to make the change seem more significant. 18% body fat, you can clearly see the serratus muscle connect to the abdominals. All this forearm striation, yeah, seems highly unlikely to me. 18% seems right. Nah, I'd say this is probably like 14%. Could be 12% if he has weak abdominal muscles. It's totally possible. It varies a ton based on genetics and how pronounced your abdominal muscles are. Okay. Okay, this is the last one we're going to do. Okay? This to me seems like a little bit more accurate of a dichotomy, okay? Here's this. This is the final ruling, okay? This is the final ruling. Are you ready for it? Okay? I think this body is totally achievable just with calisthenics. Now, mind you, you're going to have to do some nasty shit to get to 5% body fat on the right. I'm talking more about the dude on the left, and I don't think that dude is 20% body fat, by the way. I don't think that's the case at all, okay? This is like 14. Why do they keep lying? 20%? Bicep vein, forearm muscles distinguished, abdominal V, ab distinct. No. But this right here on the left, okay, you could do that with calisthenics. You want that? Well, this is just like male bodies or whatever, but yeah, do it, okay? I believe in you, all right? To end this massive, can we see pictures of muscular ladies too? You're right. 1 second. Fit women. If I type not be sexist. I think if we type fit women, we're mostly just going to get like volleyball models, right? To be honest, I don't know as much about like female athleticism because that's not generally what I've looked into, and the proportional strength or fitness that a person can achieve under those circumstances is really, really dependent on a lot of factors. But you know what? I'm gonna come down hard. I'm gonna say I think this is totally achievable with calisthenics right here. Okay, I'm just gonna point at this and say this. Okay, I think it's totally doable. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Okay, that's a lot of core working out. That's a lot of core workout, by the way. It's a significant, lot of core workout. But I think that's doable. I do. I totally do. Especially since most core exercises aren't like done with free weights anyway. So the differences in terms of like visible abdominals between people who do calisthenics and people who do full weight exercises will be smaller than the differences in, say, the size of their arms or shoulders or whatever. Those legs aren't possible without heavy squats. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. But keep in mind my experience with or understanding of the relative levels of achievable fitness for women, and of course we're talking cis people. With you trans gets to the whole thing, but is much more limited than my familiarity with all this stuff with men. Remember, abs are really hard to get for women though. Yeah, but the exercises that build abs tend to be calisthenics based, not not like free weight based. Like, I think that in terms of the strength of your abs, you can get to fairly similar points working from home with basic calisthenic equipment than you can like doing weighted crunches with like a 45-pound metal plate in your stomach or something, you know? And it's also a lot diet. The dietary stuff is more difficult to calculate over here. Do we do we understand? Do we get that the point of all this was supposed to be about enthusiasm more so than anything else? That's what we're supposed to be talking about right now. We're just supposed to get hyped up about the ability, politics. Everything that I'm talking about right now is politics. Never delude yourselves into believing that the personal isn't political, okay? This is all highly political, okay? Good stuff to get into. Um, and I believe in you, okay? And I believe in you. I believe in you. My brother's wife is a bodybuilder. Here's a good example. No, okay, wait, hold on. To be clear, this is extremely not achievable uh without plate workouts. This is not calisthenics in action. Uh there's a there's a lot of lifting heavy weight going on in the whole in the whole retinue here. And by the way, based and Stacy pilled. Yeah. Hey, we have people in chat who are unironically like, oh no, women are supposed to be soft. Fuck you guys talking about? You dedicate your whole life to fitness? That's Sigma female behavior. Okay, you people are gonna shame that because you like soft ladies? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Y'all chill out. Who the fuck said that? There were a ton of people who were like, ew. Maybe they would have done the same if it was a guy who was at like 2% body fat. All right. Very impressive. Okay, clear the 50 trillion fucking pictures of muscular dudes at various percentages of body fat. Clear it all, clear it all. What is this? Clear this, clear this. Clear this.